Hey guys, I was just out on my dog walk and this came to mind, so I thought I'd jump in and create a little video for you, as is my way. I came down this morning as normal, completely normal day. Came down this morning and my daughter said to me, "Have you seen where the dog is?" I was like, "What do you mean?" And I looked around and this is what I saw. Now, our dog has been with us for 5 years. He's called Digger. Many of you know him from previous videos and he pops up every now and again doing crazy stunts. He's a lot calmer these days. And Digger is not allowed on the furniture, has never, very occasionally has been allowed on the furniture, but we stopped it a long time ago when we realised that he thought the furniture was his, so he would growl and snap if you wanted to get him off the furniture. So we just made a blanket rule, right, no furniture for the dog. So he has got 2 beds and he's got one in the kitchen, one in the lounge. Fine, he slept in them every night for 5 years. And then this morning, it's like he was wandering around last night in the middle of the night and suddenly he had an insight. And he was like, "That blue thing there, I could sit on that." And all of a sudden, he jumped up there, he curled up into a little ball and he found himself a little piece of heaven. He's been walking past that chair. He's been nudging up against people sitting in that chair for 5 years. And yet it wasn't until, and I know I'm making this up because he's a dog, right? But suddenly he saw something different and there was a new thing got formed in front of his eye. Oh, bed, this is a bed. This isn't a blue thing, this is a bed. And suddenly there was a different experience on offer for him. And it was just cute, and we kicked him off and he got back on again. And 3 times I've had to kick him off today. So I've put some pans on it. That's so mean. I've put some pans on it because he's scared of pans. So he's not sleeping on the chair anymore, right? But it got me thinking about Digger, and he's so funny. Like, this is the way I imagine him, right? So as well as him not seeing that there are actually beds around in the form of sofas everywhere, although who knows, now he's had this insight, anything could happen. But he thinks that the people in his life, his family, that there are these weird lines in the house, right? And people in his family walk up to these weird lines and then they kind of rise up and then they vanish, they're gone, right? He has no idea of being in the upstairs, right? He has no idea there's anything up there because he's never been up there. So he's never been allowed to go up there. We kept that dog free so we could hide my friend's children up there who were scared of dogs, and just we didn't want it smelling of dogs. So we've always had a no dogs upstairs rule as well. And so he doesn't know anything about the upstairs. So he walks around in the downstairs. This phraseology comes from, I don't know if any of you have seen Stranger Things on Netflix, where they go into the in-between, which is not a very nice place to go. But he walks around in the downstairs and he looks for a nice place to sleep, and he eats his dry dog food and he goes and chases a tennis ball, and then he goes and watches a bit of telly, and then he curls up in his bed again, and then he has a drink of water. And he walks around in his life pretty happy, pretty content, sometimes a bit bored, always looking for a comfy place to lie down. And so he wanders around the house doing life as well as he can. But he has no idea about being in the upstairs. Now, in the upstairs, it's beautiful. There are beds galore, there are baths, there's place to relax, there's quiet, there's space, there's light, there's sunshine. There's all these beautiful things on offer upstairs. But it doesn't cross his mind to go there. He has no idea of being in the upstairs. So he lives his whole life in the downstairs. Now, the upstairs is still there. It's just he's more interested in the downstairs. So he's interested in, how do I get my food? Like, why is that person shouting? Can I have my ball back? He's got all these like day-to-day things he's trying to juggle, right? And jobs that have to be done for him. And, you know, walks that have to be taken, and that he gets on with his day-to-day life. And to me, that's what this conversation, or get to the point, right? This is what this conversation is like. There's a beautiful upstairs. And we get so distracted in the downstairs, in the day-to-day, like what we can see out of our eyes, the things that we focus our attention on the whole time. And we can see there's a problem with this thing, and I don't like this thing, and I'm trying to manage this thing, and this is all there is to life, is in the downstairs. And then sometimes we bump into a teacher or an understanding or a video, and it says, do you know there's an upstairs? There's always been an upstairs. And we go upstairs in this metaphor, and we find this beautiful understanding, this beautiful explanation, and this beautiful place of rest and peace and quiet and love and joy and loveliness and beautifulness that we just did not know existed. That's what I feel right now, is that for the last 5 years of my life, it was like before this time, I've been running around frantically arranging furniture in the downstairs, sometimes Marie Kondoing or whatever she's called, to clear out my downstairs, thinking that that would help. Like all the stress and the panic and the frustration that I found, and the ambition and the drive and the getting things done in the downstairs. And I feel like somebody beckoned me upstairs and said, come upstairs. Come upstairs and have a look. And as I've been wandering around and exploring the rooms in the upstairs, seeing such beauty, being washed through with such peace and beauty that's in the upstairs. And I guess all I'm really creating this video for today is so many of my clients are like Digger. They're like, I don't like the downstairs. There's not enough beds. And I'm like, come upstairs. And he's like, nah, not for me. Anyway, there's no beds downstairs. And I'm like, come upstairs and have a look, there's plenty. And like, no, I'm going to stay down here. I've got 2, I suppose I'll have to manage with that, but there's not enough beds and I'm not happy about it. And we go, come upstairs. Now, it's up to you. Like upstairs, you don't know what's up there, right? Like all you can see if you're Digger is there's lines. No idea what's up there. No reason to go up there, no need to explore up there. It looks pretty dark up there at night. That's totally in the unknown. That's not in my comfort zone. 5 years I've lived in these 5 rooms downstairs. I'm going to try and figure out how to strategize and use techniques and tools down here. So perhaps if I keep nudging at Nick's slipper, she'll throw the ball for me. Like that's a good strategy. I'll try that one every night for 3 hours, right? Or if I whine by the door, they let me out, right? So I'm going to learn some more really good human manipulation strategies. And we're like, come upstairs. There's all the comfiness that you're looking for up there. So that's my invitation for you, is life hands us opportunities to go into the upstairs. It's beautiful up there. Maybe just worth your time to go take a look and see what you can see. Okay guys, enjoy your weekend, and I'll be back with another video for you next week. Take care.